but she's the one they want. Cheval Grand, last year's winner, also in the race, but there are many chances. Will Capri or Thundering Blue cause the upset? We welcome our international audience to the coverage of the Japan Cup. It's the 38th running in association with Longines. Our international audience join us along this year with Bunkahoso Radio. Welcome to our coverage of the 38th running of the Japan Cup. Field loading up quickly. Mikki Swallow locked away in the middle. Sounds of Earth, fourth start in the Japan Cup. Cheval Grand, last year's winner. Ganko, Suave Richard, Capri, Noble Mars. Up goes Satono Crown, Satono Diamond, Happy Grin. Up comes Thundering Blue. Now Kiseki. And one more to come forward, Win Tenderness. And the field will be set for the 38th running of the Japan Cup. They're ready, they're set, and they're racing. All got away fairly well. Thundering Blue squeezed out the back by Mikki Swallow. Almond Eye commences well along the rail. Kiseki goes on, and Noble Mars, and across from a wide gate, starting to swing up as Kiseki goes to the lead. Noble Mars leads out from Ganko. Almond Eye kicks up into a good position. Win Tenderness trapped out wide, but try to go on. Then back to Suave Richard, followed by Happy Grin, Cheval Grand. Then comes Satono Diamond with Sounds of Earth. Then followed by Satono Crown, followed back by Capri, Mikki Swallow, and Thundering Blue, the last one. Into that second corner at the 1800-metre mark. Rolling in front is the big striding Kiseki. Leads out from Noble Mars. The filly runs third, Almond Eye. Then comes Ganko, followed by Suave Richard and Win Tenderness. Then Happy Grin back on the rail. On its outside is Cheval Grand, followed by Satono Diamond. Then comes Sounds of Earth, Satono Crown. Then comes Capri, followed by Mikki Swallow. And Thundering Blue is at the tail of the field. Rolling along in front, and at a nice stride, it's Kiseki. Leads out by 3 lengths to Almond Eye. A little closer. Noble Mars runs third. Suave Richard fourth. Then Ganko, followed by Win Tenderness. Then comes Cheval Grand. Happy Grin under pressure early. Going on in between runners, Satono Diamond. Out wide, Sounds of Earth, Satono Crown. 2 away is Capri, another 3 to Mikki Swallow, and Thundering Blue is still the tail at the 1000-metre mark. It's Kiseki trying to do it all. Leads out from Almond Eye. Noble Mars third. Then Ganko, followed by Suave Richard as the pace clicks up. Then back on the inside to Win Tenderness. Getting a little closer, Cheval Grand. Sounds of Earth under pressure. Satono Diamond comes into it. Happy Grin losing ground. Satono Crown well back with Capri. Mikki Swallow and Thundering Blue is still last. It's still Kiseki. Leads out from the filly. Almond Eye running second at the moment. Whacking away in behind them is Suave Richard. Starting to run on is Satono Diamond at the 300-metre mark. They've got to catch Kiseki. Almond Eye, the filly, in the blink of an Almond Eye, looms up to Kiseki. Christophe Lemaire hits the go button past the 200-metre mark. The filly strikes the front. It's going to be Almond Eye's Japan Cup. The filly makes history as she goes on and scores from Kiseki. Suave Richard will get in for third, and Cheval Grand fourth. Then Mikki Swallow, Satono Diamond, Happy Grin, Win Tenderness, Satono Crown, followed in behind by Thundering Blue. Then came Capri, Ganko, then Noble Mars. And the last one in is Sounds of Earth, and the filly has done it. The trainer's first, and it's a record 2:20.6. Whoa! They've smashed Alcacet's record.
Well, the filly's all class, isn't she? Christophe Lemaire likens her to riding in a Ferrari, and as we now see, she's broken the record here, which goes back to 2005 when Alcacet stopped the clock in a time of 2 minutes 22.1 seconds. So what a time that is today.
1.5 seconds faster. And
what a big run from Kiseki, really making it a hot pace.
Suave Richard tried to stay on. Cheval Grand got out of the ground late. Mikki Swallow finishing off strong. Satono Diamond as well. Thundering Blue made up ground late for the visitors to probably get a decent check, but it's no doubt about the winner in record time. Smashed the record, 2:20.6. Christophe Lemaire had to waste to get to the 53 kilos, but this super horse, as he calls her, has won the Japan Cup from Kiseki. and Suave Richard in third, with Cheval Grand, last year's winner, fourth, and Mikki Swallow into fifth. 1, 8, 11, 9 and 5. Christophe Lemaire, his second Japan Cup win after winning on vodka, and the trainer has picked up his first Group 1 success with this wonderful filly. And Lord Kanaloa, well, they just put his stud fee up, almost doubled it for next year, but Sake Kunieda has picked up his first Group 1 success as the trainer, and Almond Eye, her fourth Group 1 this year. She is a super filly.
Yes, and I always say, and I always get a bit nervous when I say it, but she has such a fantastic temperament as well, this horse. Just look at those hind quarters, that's where all the power comes from. And Christophe Lemaire, well, he was quite happy. Well, he was aware at what was going on in the race, and never wanted to be too far back. Well, he had the gate there, gate number 1, so but yeah, it was all, there was never anything coming from behind, was there, down the home straight. And
no, he timed it well. He didn't make the move too early. He probably could have peeled out earlier on Kiseki, but he stuck to the rail and made the move obviously at the right time, because there was a solid tempo set up front by Kiseki. The margin's 1 3/4 in the end, 3.5 by a neck by 2 in record time of 2:20.6. 45.8 the last 4, but they got home in 34.4 in a 2400 metre staying test. And Almond Eye has won the Japan Cup. For the crowd of about 100,000 in attendance here at the Fuchu Racecourse, Christophe Lemaire will come back to a huge welcome here. He's going to go right over the rails to the fans and thank them as he presents Almond Eye to the ones that have turned out today on this glorious day of weather. Winter hasn't quite hit us yet here in Japan, and Almond Eye is the success story. The first filly since Gentle Donna to take out the Triple Crown and the Japan Cup.
yes, and as we said, that record time, well, that just tells you really how good she is. Christophe Lemaire, great horseman. He can sleep well tonight. Must have been pretty nervous going into this race.
Knowing him pretty well, it's more like sleep well tomorrow.
So he had to get down to 53 kilos. He hasn't done that for a while. But, well,
acknowledging everybody as he comes along the rail, thanking the fans for turning out to watch this wonderful filly. My Lord Kanaloa.
yes, the 1,000 guineas winner, the Oka Show winner, the Oaks winner, the Shuka Show winner, and now the Japan Cup winner.
Getting a wonderful reception as he comes back.
The 24th Japanese winner of the race. They're really dominating recent years. Well, like I say, going back to 2005 when a foreign horse last won. Christophe still soaking up all the applause here in front of the stands, and quite rightly he should.
Record time of 2:20.6. Previous record 2:22.1 set by Alcacer back in 2005. I knew they were rolling along at a good tempo, but I didn't have the feel in me that it was going to be a record, but well, they just sustained it.
There's another pair of goggles.
Probably afford a new pair.
If he signed them first.
I don't think he's got a pen.
Well, now a great moment here in Japan Cup history.
She's the one, not me. She's the one that did it, and she did. Well, that was exciting to watch, exciting to call, because there was so much pace on early. I thought they slowed it down a bit in the back straight. But Kiseki freewheeling along. I think the disappointment for me, not only because I backed the horse, but the horse that I thought would be up vying for the lead just couldn't get over and in from that wide gate, no early gate speed in Win Tenderness. So took a slot back into the pack. But they'd be happy with the run of Thundering Blue. The fact they made up ground late in a, look at the pace, the race they've run on this firm surface. They would, I guess, be reasonably happy with picking up a check. Capri finishing in behind Thundering Blue. Still awaiting correct weight because he's not back and weighed in yet.
Well, he's on his way back to this tremendous reception that continues way into the tunnel outside the weighing room.
Expectations were so high for her, and the pressure was on everybody, of course, involved with the horse. But he's lived up to the expectations.
Next year's ARC winner, Murray, perhaps.
Oh, well, let's not... you know how hard it is for the Japanese to win the ARC, but she's not been tested on soft ground, I don't think, has she?
No, well, that's true. It gets a bit different, doesn't it, when you start travelling a horse and the turf overseas, what have you, they're going. But well, no doubt about it here today that Almond Eye has proved herself. Christophe Lemaire's proved as well what great filly.
Let's the great run by Kiseki as well. It's stayed on for second in a race that's record time, and there is correct weight. Finally through now as Christophe Lemaire has weighed in. Correct weight on the 38th Japan Cup. The winner, Almond Eye, the 3-year-old filly by Lord Kanaloa out of Versace Pandora, the Sunday Silence mare, ridden by Christophe Lemaire, trained by Sake Kunieda, and the Silk Racing Company Limited colours, bred at Northern Racing. Second was number 8, bowled up front, Kiseki. Kiseki, the 4-year-old by Rulership and ridden by Yuga Kawada. Number 11, Suave Richard, the 4-year-old colt by Heart's Cry, Mirko De Miro in third place. Number 9, Cheval Grand, he was brave with Christian De Miro back in fourth. And number 5, Mikki Swallow, made up ground late with Norihiro Yokoyama. The margins 1 3/4 by 3.5. They really did gap the rest of the field by a neck by 2 in record time of 2:20.6. The last 4 in 45.8. And the last 3 furlongs in 34.4.
Well, she had the weight advantage today, Almond Eye, but well, I think she would have won, given whatever.
Yeah, 4 kilos weight difference, and the margin's 1 3/4, but well, she had a weight difference because she's a 3-year-old filly. And you wouldn't get rich on the trifecta, but that's the way it was, and just to witness that greatness today was a sheer privilege.
Yes, going off 1.4 SP here.
So what we'll leave you now with is the proceedings coming up. The presentation will take place, then we'll have the interview with the jockey. So we'll leave you with the vision. We'll be back for the interview with the winning jockey.
And of course the finishing order as soon as we
get that. Yeah, that's also vital for connections. Not that they'll all be listening to us, but we are connected to the internal speaker system here in some areas across the track. We do have that finishing order now. Almond Eye, of course, successful. From Kiseki, Suave Richard, Cheval Grand and Mikki Swallow. You know those in the order. Back in 6th place was Satono Diamond. 7th was Happy Grin. That'll be a nice check for connections from the NAR. In 8th place was Win Tenderness. 9th was Satono Crown. 10th place just made the money. Thundering Blue. They were trying to get into the top 10. In 11th was Capri. 12th was Ganko. Then came Noble Mars, and Sounds of Earth was last in the Japan Cup. So, as I say, the next time you hear from us is when we hear from the winning jockey, who will be giving his interview in Japanese. It's Christophe Lemaire's interview as successful jockey for the Japan Cup.